Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. And today we're going to meet Heather, and you are co-owner with your husband of Moon Mountain Mail here in Quartzsite, Arizona.
Yes.
Welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
Mail's a pretty big deal for all of us, and especially when we're traveling. And I have usually gone here in Quartzsite to Quiet Time. Just got all my packages, but they closed this year. So I had to find some new place to receive my packages. There are other businesses in town, but for various reasons, I was looking for someone else. And I heard about you. This is your first year in operation here.
Yes, we took our first customer the last week of August.
So you're brand new.
Brand new, yes.
So when I heard about your new business, I came right over here to learn a little bit more. And as soon as I learned, I signed up right then and there. I was sold. So why don't we go inside and see your outfit?
Okay, come on in.
So now we're inside and we get to meet some of your lovely young coworkers.
Yes, this is Miss Andy. She was our first help to come aboard. And this is Miss Christy. She came on shortly after. And they really helped me so much up here with the influx of everyone coming in to sign up. And we're going to be busy, and we're trying our best to be prepared for the busy.
So you are a full service forwarding company. And exactly what does that mean for our customers that don't know?
Okay, so forwarding service that we offer is referring to the mail that is gathered for you here and you've moved on for the season elsewhere, and you have mail here that you want to now get where you're at. We will gather that up and forward it to you however you would like, whether it's physically through the postal service where you cover the postage, or we can scan your mail and deliver it that way. Many ways. We're very, we work with the customer as to what they need.
Now, a lot of you know that I'm a Nevada resident, and so I have a mail forwarder in Nevada. Well, you have to have one in your home state. You might be wondering, well, why did I come here? Because as I travel, I need to get my mail from my mail forwarder.
You need a landing place.
You do.
We provide a great landing place for our travelers who have the mail forwarding. They have their domicile elsewhere, and they just, in Quartzsite is very unique to get mail, and we need a landing place for our forwarders to forward their mail to.
And another big thing is that when I travel, I like to order from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I think
we love Amazon.
Yeah.
Yes, we all love Amazon. And yes,
Go
okay,
ahead.
yeah. So with Amazon is very interesting because we never know the way Amazon shippers are going to ship. And if they ship it UPS and FedEx, it's delivered by a carrier truck to our location. But there is no postal mail delivery in this town. When the shippers decide to send it through the postal service, which has a lower cost in shipping, it doesn't come to a physical address. So therefore, you have to have a P.O. box, a mailbox in town of some kind to receive your postal mail. And that includes packages from Amazon if they get switched over to the post office. So that's where we come in. The $69.95 plan is great for that. Just so you get a basic address that you don't have to worry about how to get your mail or how your packages are coming. Like, you put our address on it, and if you address it correctly, it will come here.
Another thing to bear in mind is that if you go to most places, and here too, there's a charge per package if they're not signed up.
Correct. We have a $5 non-member fee. So say that you want your package delivered, you know it's not going to go through the post office. You can use our physical address with your name, and then you come here and pick it up for $5 a package.
So I figured I'm going to order 12 packages in the amount of time I'm here in the desert Southwest in this area. Between Yuma, Parker, I bounce around. But I'm going to get packages from Amazon, and like you said, your least expensive service is $70 for the year, and that's 12 packages.
Yeah.
I figure I'm going to get more than 12 packages in the next 3 or 4 months.
And it's very beneficial because our members are not frustrated with where's my packages, what's going on, why did it not get here, and you can receive a Christmas or birthday card from your loved ones because you have an actual address to give them.
So can anybody go ahead and sign up for a box here?
Yes, as long as you have two forms of ID, we require a photo ID and a separate form with your address on it. And it has to be a physical address because the form that we hold on file to be able to legally handle your postal mail, the 1583, requires us to verify you two separate ways by your photo and your address. Common things is like everyone wants to use their driver's license for everything. We can use that for your photo. And then you'll have like vehicle registration or whatnot. That's really great for address verification. If you have a separate photo ID, like a passport works really well for your photo, and then we're able to use your driver's license as your address ID. But those two separate forms are required. And even if we do a lease agreement or whatnot, you know, we have options. You know, we can work with the customer, you know, to find what they have. A lot of times they have everything they need to sign up and don't know it.
So the two pieces of ID isn't a company policy. It's a requirement from
It's a requirement. We have to follow that rule as we were told. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I've gotten mail service in a lot of places, and they have all required forwarding services, and they've all required two forms of ID.
Correct.
You can't get around that. So you have three different levels, and I took the most basic because it was the cheapest. But what are the others?
Okay, so the others, we have our three plans. Basic is just that. You get your address, you handle everything. The standard is the same thing as the basic, except we add in notification of mail and packages, and we also bring in mail sorting. And to explain a bit of that, because we are new and we are developing our streamlined processes for everything. As of now, if you get anything that comes through with a tracking number on it, you will get an email in the standard plan saying that that item is here and it's ready for pickup. Because most everyone gets a verification to their email already that their package has been delivered. But when here, that means that it was dropped off here. But the email you get from us lets you know that it's here and it's checked in and you can come get it. That way you don't have to stand in line if you don't want to, and you know that if you got that email from us, there's something waiting for you on the other side of the counter. So that's very helpful. The mail sorting comes into play whenever, talking about the forwarding again, you're out and about and you're like, hey, forward my mail to me. And if you have our basic plan, I'm going to go and gather all of your mail, weigh it out, and then you cover the postage on that. Also within the mail sorting comes in, we will open your mail and scan the inside pages. That is a fee. It's reasonable, I believe, and which brings us into another thing. We believe very much in being reasonable with our prices and our services and whatnot.
You also have an elite plan.
Yes, our elite plan is very wonderful. So within the elite plan, you get all of the services that we had talked about. Arizona domicile comes into play here whenever you're a traveler and you have no home address. You have no address that you can link yourself to and register your vehicles at and set up your whole world, you know, because you're on the road. We allow you, by filling out the Arizona domicile form, to use our address here as your physical address. So now you can register you have an address to register your life at. We love being a traveler, but the fact of it is you have to belong somewhere in order to have some of the services that we require to get by every day. You have an address. You belong somewhere. You're not just what a lot of people would deem as homeless. Like, you're not homeless at that point. You have an address, but you travel. That entails, we verify you still with two forms of ID. You will fill out this Arizona residency affidavit. And with this form, it has you'll put your name, you'll sign it. It says that you are purchasing our address here as your residency. We fill this out with you here after we've gone through our verification process and that. The next step, we have to keep this on file. My husband handles the next steps outside of that to update all the correct places. And then you have your address that you can now leave right from here and go to the DMV and start changing around your world. So.
Well, the elite service is $129.95, and for that alone, getting you easily through becoming a resident, it's well worth that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, $129.95, and if you hold your domicile we ask that you renew that plan each year to hold, because the elite plan tells us that you are domiciled here, because with domicile comes other options that we can help out, like the out-of-state registration. I've had a lot of questions on that. That is a service where you're signed up with us already, you're domiciled here, we have all of that paperwork on file for you. You buy a vehicle out of state, but you're domiciled here now. So in order to register that vehicle, you have to travel back here and go to the DMV and everything and register, do all that kind of stuff. But you're halfway across the United States enjoying your vacation. We offer the out-of-state registration, but it's on a per availability type basis, because what that involves is that individual has to get a hold of my husband and they have to work out the time allowance, because my husband will actually go to the DMV and act on part of the customer and handle that registration and get that stuff sent back.
It'd be worth the money not to have to go to the DMV. I've been to the DMV and I don't want to be there.
Like I say, that is...
Your husband's a saint.
I know. I think he's crazy, but so that one requires, like, in the middle of the season, no, he's not going to have time to go up there and do that. But this is like in the off-season time when the travelers have moved on, you've bought a new side-by-side or a scooter or an RV or something, whatever it is that we may be able to help you with in that process of registering your vehicle and everything. You get a hold of us, we go through it all, and we find out what's needed, and we execute that for you.
So the great thing is you've offered a plan for every level of need. I just need to get boxes. I don't mind paying $70 a year for that.
Sure.
But if I were becoming a resident and wanted you to go to the DMV for me, I'd gladly pay $130.
Right. And going to the DMV, you can't be sitting in Arizona and have us go to the DMV for you. You better tell me that you're in another state across the world, because go to the DMV on your own at that rate. That might have sounded mean, but it's not a way to just get out of going to the DMV. But if you're in Washington or New York or something, we'll go to the DMV for you.
Okay, I'm truly impressed.
Because you're out of state. We offer a lot of different levels, because my husband and I were full-time travelers for a lot of years, and we ran, we had to be domiciled in South Dakota. We ran into a lot of issues or problems with getting mail packages and all that kind of stuff. We did not forget about those issues that we ran into. And then after the birth of my youngest son, we decided to settle down in Arizona permanently, and a lot of the mail and package issues did not fix, because Quartzsite is unique. There's no mail delivery. So that started the whole ball rolling back in November to open this business up now.
Having been on the side of receiving the mail, you know all the problems and frustrations and can work to fix them. Yeah,
and the biggest thing is, just care. Like, if I'm the customer and I'm talking to someone on the other side of the counter, care about my issue. Care that this is upsetting me, and I've tried everything I can, and I thought I was going to have a package here. I thought I was going to have grandma's letter sent to me, but it's not. Yeah. Okay, so one more thing that I will add on to this is Quartzsite is super busy during the season. No matter what business, what is going on, Quartzsite is just busy. We're going to be very busy as well. We have gone through and set up the best procedure and systems that we can, and we just ask that with the community's help to understand that we will be busy, and as long as we follow the process and keep the procedures in place, we'll all get through it just fine.
The place is a madhouse.
It is.
In January.
All of Quartzsite. And, and we, even though we have found a good system and everything to work the mail and the packages, we're still going to be busy, and we're going to be super busy. So you may be standing in line waiting to come to the mail window. We have a designated mail window just for getting mail. But at least if you do stand in that line waiting to get your mail, you're met with a smile, you're met with an individual who will help you. If your package did not arrive like you expected it to, we'll handle it right then, even if we have to come to a side counter to keep the mail window open and flowing.
We're here to help. We're going to get you whatever it is you need. You need your phone charged so you can get a label printed. We're going to do that for you.
Yeah.
You need us to carry your packages to your car. We're going to do that for you.
Yeah. And then even outside of mail, we do faxes, copies, you know, any of the items that travelers may need. Not every traveler is running around with a printer in their back pocket or in their, you know, in the back of their rig and that. So yeah, we just try to help fill in the holes that, you know, we may all run into from time to time.
Well, Heather, thank you so much for this service. You saved my neck. Without quiet times, I didn't know what I was going to do. So I personally am very grateful to have you here. And folks, if you need help becoming a resident or you want to have someplace to get your mail, this, I think, is the place. So if people want to know more, how can they find out more information?
So more information, we have our website of moonmountainmail.com. You can go there. It lists our different plans here. It lists a bit about the non-member packages in that. It has all of our contact phone numbers and whatnot. You can reach out and call us directly at 928-927-5791. That's the office number.
So folks, I hope that gives you an idea if you're thinking about where to get your domicile residence. Arizona is a great state for that. They have lots of advantages to being a domicile here. Resident here. And if you need mail and just box delivery while you're in this corner of Arizona, this is the place. Thank you, Heather, so much.
Yes,
I really appreciate your time and this service. I'm very grateful.
Thank you.
So folks, if you got anything out of this video, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.